Time for another pickups episode. Ooh, I've been buying so much games, I can't wait to show everyone what I got. Let's just take a look at here and... What the... Is this some kind of joke? What the fuck? These are movies. These aren't games. What am I, beyond useless movies now? Actually, that would be a nice change. Ever since, I've been beyond useless gaming. When you shorten it out, it's BOG, when you take the first letters. Beyond useless movies would be way better. Now it would be... Bum. Ugh. Oh shit.
The signs of fuck! Cocksuckers!
Hello, nerds, or whatever the fuck you identify as. And no, this is not a fever dream. I'm actually doing a movie episode. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, yes, I'm doing movies now. I've actually been wanting to do movies for quite a while, but, now I figured, fuck it. I'll just start doing movies. So, this video is my first movie-related video. Probably could have done some channel update video or something, but fuck it. This is your update. I'm doing movies now, so eat it. But yeah, throughout the years I've also been collecting movies, kind of slow pace, but still, I've been collecting those a little bit too. So, I figured, why not do something with movies too, I'm gonna put more effort into collecting movies from now on also, because I just really love movies. I love movies more than games. Movies are better than games, because you don't get sweaty when you watch movies. When you play games, you get all sweaty and shit, because you have to do this all the time. It's hard. It's a workout, and I don't have time to work out all the time. Sometimes I just want to relax and watch movies. So, that's why I watch movies and don't play games. Anyway, the point is, I love movies too, so I figured I'd do something with movies, movie pickups, movie something else. I don't fucking know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do movie reviews or anything, it's kinda, I don't know. At least not as big scale as game reviews or anything, because those take fucking time, so probably not, at least yet. Who knows what the future brings? I don't. Anyway, one of the biggest reasons why I also wanted to do movies on this channel also, at least a little bit, is every time me and my little circle jerk of friends gather around and, basically get wasted, every time we end up talking about movies, shit tons of movies, so, they tend to pass out real quick or they leave home. Or, every rare occasion I might pass out too, but that's if I'm just really tired and I've been awake for 72 hours, because without that I'd never pass out, ever. Anyway, the point is that I don't get to talk about movies as much as I would like to, so I'm gonna talk to my fucking camera about movies, and people behind the camera can hear me ramble about movies to my camera, so, fuck it. But anyway, this is a pickups video about movies, so you all know how this goes. I spent some dollar on movies this time, not games, so I'm gonna show them to you. Fuck it, let's just check out what the hell I bought. So, first movie I got, and this is historic moments, because this is the first movie I'm gonna show on my channel, so it better be good. It's Jekyll plus Hyde. And the historic moment is ruined, because this was quite shit. I've always been kind of interested in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, I think he's really a intriguing kind of monster, always been. He's not kind of like monster, but, he does these medical experiments and he turns into another person. And in some cases, or some movies and shit, he actually changes physically too, some ways. That's kind of cool. In this movie, there was really no change in physical appearance. First, when I started watching this movie, it seemed kind of cool, it was pretty dark and seemed kind of gritty and kind of artsy-fartsy, might I say, but that was proven to be wrong pretty soon, so, it just down the toilet pretty fast and kind of stuck there. It wasn't like total train wreck, but Jesus, it wasn't good. I'm never gonna watch this again. It's kind of forgettable, bland. When you look at the back cover, it seemed like it's gonna be a pretty gory movie or something, but those scenes flashed like really fast. I'm not even sure I remember seeing those so accurately. I know there were a few scenes, but they were kind of flashing so fast, and it was just, it was shit. It was so fucking boring, and yeah, not good. There was sex scene. Can't remember. I think there were tits. Fuck, it was so boring I even forgot if I saw tits or not. Anyway, this takes place in modern times, so it's gonna be medical students and one does experiments. Well, Dr. Jekyll. The guy's called Dr. Jekyll and he starts doing medical experiments, and he doesn't, like I said, he doesn't change physically or anything, so it was more like some teenager using drugs and then doing horrible things and can't remember those afterwards. So basically this was kind of like me every weekend. Didn't really feel that special. Sure, there were some killings, but I don't know, it was just, stay away. It sucks. There are way better movies out there. Next movie I got was The Watcher, starring Keanu Reeves, James Spader, and Marissa Tomei. Keanu Reeves is awesome, at least nowadays, John Wick movies. He was great, back in the 90s too, they had Speed, Point Break, Matrix, first one. And there was that middle, between nowadays and 90s when he was kind of But, back then he was great. Unfortunately, his downhill started probably from this movie. I think he made this right after Matrix. Yeah, Keanu Reeves is a serial killer in this one, and he's not really that great in that role. He just doesn't fit serial killer roles. I mean, shit. He's one of the crappiest serial killers I've seen. Reason why I got this movie was because this came out 2000. Yeah, 2000. It says 2000 here. And I was like 17 or 18, and I rented this. And I remember loving this movie back then. And now I'm kind of wondering, what the hell was I on? I mean, that was around the time when I started drinking, but I didn't do any drugs. At least yet. I don't think so. I must have been on something. I mean, fuck, if I loved this movie, because now I bought this and it's just boring. And it's dull. And it's forgettable. Like I said, Keanu Reeves is a serial killer, and he keeps sending these pictures of women to Joel Campbell, who is an FBI agent. So after they receive a picture of a woman, they have 24 hours time to find that woman before Keanu, kills her. That's kind of nice, actually, giving a little heads up, a little warning there before you kill someone, so, kind of evens the playing field. But then again, that's kind of stupid move from Keanu's point of view. I mean, you're kind of putting yourself out there, announcing that you're a serial killer and you're gonna kill this one. So, that's kind of gonna raise the possibilities of getting caught. So, he's not very smart in this. In fact, he wasn't really that smart in getting into this movie. But I heard that Keanu actually didn't even want to make this movie. He got either tricked or something to sign the contract, and he wanted to honor that, so he made this piece of shit. So, hats off to that, because, he kept his word. He must have been tricked, because even he said that the movie sounded like shit, and it was shit. Also, this movie features some of the weirdest and out of place and shittiest slow-mo scenes. I mean, those are fucking awful. It's like playing a video game and then there's lots of shit on the screen, so your game turns into a slideshow. That's kind of like the slow motion in this. It's so weird, and it's just like looking at fucking house or something, and the camera's moving in the yard, and that's the slow-mo, and it's... I don't know what they were thinking when they put those scenes in here. They were just so stupid and out of place. Only good slow-mo, or good slow-mo scene in this movie is at the start of the movie when Keanu Reeves is dancing in a burning house and Rob Zombie is playing behind. And that is just, I'm not sure if corny is the right word, but I'm gonna call it corny. Cheesy maybe? It's awful, but it's kind of great awful. Jesus. So yeah, basically this is a shitty movie, so stay away. Don't watch it. it's not great. So, fuck it. Let's just move on. The Watcher. Keanu Reeves. Not good. Why John Wick or Speed or Point Break or First Matrix? Those are great. Next movie I got, and I bought this movie because it has 2 action stars who I fucking love. I mean, it's got Dolph Lundgren and Mickey Rourke. I love those guys. They are fucking awesome, I'm a huge fan of both, I love my 80s action and, a bit of 90s too, Those are fucking classics when it comes to action genre. So good. Okay, Mickey Rourke, action star, that's kind of stretching it. I mean, he had sort of slower movies, which were fucking awesome, Harley Davidson and Marlboro Man. Fucking classic. Love that movie. Johnny Handsome. Fucking awesome. Year of the Dragon. Angel Heart. Fucking awesome. 9.5 Weeks. If you know what I'm talking about, 9.5 Weeks. My mom got that. And, back then that was like, 90? I can't remember when it came out, but, we had that movie, when I was like, 14, 15. And that movie was basically softcore porn. So, back then we didn't have internet. So, that was kind of my go-to, when I wanted to release the valves. Another one was Basic Instinct. Yeah, I've been jerking off to a lot of Michael Douglas and Mickey Rourke. Back then we didn't have internet, there weren't a lot of choices, so don't judge me. Anyway, the movie I got was War Pigs. And yeah, it's got Dolph Lundgren and Luke Goss and Mickey Rourke, and I love how they put Chuck Liddell here. Bit of a misleading advertisement there, cause his character, spoiler, dies in the first 5 minutes. So yeah, if you're a huge Chuck Liddell fan, maybe not get this. Anyway, like I said, this one has Dolph Lundgren and Mickey Rourke, and I'm a huge fan of both. And this is a war movie. I love war movies too, So, anyway, this has that same plot that many World War II movies seem to have, where they're doing a special team and sending them to Nazi territory to, blow shit up and sabotage and shit. So basically, this is the same thing. I mean, Luke Goss, he's one of those guys who I can't remember him from anything, but I know I've seen him in fucking tons of shit. Or maybe not tons, but I've seen him somewhere. God damn it, the name's so familiar and the face is so familiar. I've seen him, but he hasn't really ever stuck. Anyway, Luke Goss is Jack Wozniak, who in the beginning of this movie leads a team to, Nazi territory to do some war shit, and they get ambushed, and that's when poor old Chuck Liddell kicks the bucket. Yeah, basically he gets a reputation for getting his team killed, so nobody likes him, and then they do the whole Dirty Dozen story where they gather a group of kind of misfits. This time they're not like criminals. I don't remember them being criminals. They're more like just army misfits and shit. Like, they might be criminals, I can't fucking remember, but they were a group of guys and they kind of put them together, and then they trained them and sent them out to do some sabotage shit behind enemy lines. That's basically what they do here. Mickey Rourke is in this movie like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes total. He's like sending them to the mission, and then at the end, that's about it. Dolph Lundgren is a captain from French Foreign Legion who's helping out Jack Wozniak lead his team, and he's kind of training them too. And since he's playing French character, of course he has French accent, which doesn't sound that great, and he kind of forgets it, at least, once or twice. That's kind of funny. But yeah, this movie is pretty dull and forgettable. I bought fucking crappy movies this time, at least the first 3. And yeah, it's so basic, B-class action movie, It's supposed to be a war movie, but when you look at the action scenes, it seems more like they're doing fucking warehouse shootouts in a cop movie, That's the kind of scale mostly, so it's it's better than those 2 I showed first, but it ain't great, If you're a huge Dolph Lundgren fan, then, maybe you can watch this, but, he's done way better. But then again, if you're a huge Dolph Lundgren fan, you're probably also used to him doing sometimes kind of turkey movies that aren't maybe that great, but still, he has his charm. I mean, Dolph Lundgren is, he's kind of one of those guys when he's on the scene, he kind of steals it because he has that accent, and, he's a big guy, But in this one, he's kind of trying to cover up the accent with a fake accent, and it doesn't sound so good. So even he kind of loses some of his, draws. So, there are better Dolph Lundgren movies, and definitely better Mickey Rourke movies. So, fuck this movie. I don't know. Let's just move on. Next movie I got, and now we get the good movies. I had 3 shitty movies, and I had 3 fucking awesome movies. Well, if you're into this genre, then you can appreciate this. I don't think a lot of people these days are, but, fuck it. It's Django, Prepare a Coffin. Yeah, and Django is probably best known these days from Quentin Tarantino's Django movie. I mean, it says here, the original classic hero, now a major blockbuster from Quentin Tarantino. Although this one doesn't have anything to do with Tarantino. Actually, because of the Tarantino Django movie, I started watching the old Django movies. I mean, I haven't watched them all. I've seen the first Django movie, where it all started, Franco Nero. That is a fucking masterpiece. One of the best spaghetti westerns, one of my all-time favorite movies these days. I fucking love that movie. And I've seen this now, and also I've seen, the Tarantino Django, and I've seen Takashi Miike's Sukiyaki Western Django, which is kind of weird. It's kind of samurai western, but it's still a Django kind of movie. Because the thing with Django movies is there's 31 Django movies, but there's only 2 official movies. Then there's this one, which is semi-official, and all the others, including Tarantino Django movie, those are all unofficial Django movies. Those are kind of, they started making Django movies, or doing movies with the name Django, because the first one was such a huge success, so everyone wanted to do Django movie, and they started to, back then there wasn't really like copyright shit, and the laws were kind of different, so you could make that shit up if you wanted to, so there were a lot of Django movies, shit tons of Django movies. But yeah, this one was the only semi-official Django movie, because Franco Nero was first gonna be in this one, but then he backed out or something like that. I don't know what makes this so special compared to the unofficial Django movies, but there was some things connecting this to the first Django movie, so fucking Wikipedia says that this is semi-official Django movie, so this is fucking semi-official Django movie. So, fuck you if you want to know more, watch Wikipedia. I don't know the whole story, but I do know that there are only like 2 real Django movies with Franco Nero. But yeah, this one has Terence Hill playing Django, one of my all-time favorite actors. If you've seen my Terence Hill, Bud Spencer, Slaps and Beans unboxing, and that god-awful review video I did, I'd probably praise those 2, shit tons in those movies, so you probably already know that I fucking love those guys' movies, the old movies, they're just so fucking great. This one came out 1968, so this was a bit before they started doing those, slapstick comedy, fight movies, or, those, they were fucking awesome, those I fucking loved, but it's kind of cool to see Terence Hill in a serious movie too, This was really good. I really fucking enjoyed this. Yeah, in this one, bad guy is played by Horst Frank, who is a German actor, and really fucking loved him. He was really great in his bad guy role. Gotta see more shit from him, I just, he was great. Anyway, he's a corrupt politician, and him and his gang attack Django and his convoy that's leaving the town or some shit, and they basically shoot Django and they kill his wife, so he's gonna be pissed, and for a few years Django plays dead, and he gets a job as a hangman, but instead of hanging the criminals, he kind of puts them in this harness and kind of fakes their death, so everyone thinks they're hanged, but they're actually alive, so he's gathering his own gang from people who he hanged. It's kind of cool idea, and like spaghetti westerns, this is kind of really dark and gritty. I like that, I like spaghetti westerns more than regular westerns, like those John Wayne westerns and shit like that. I mean, they're good, I'm not saying that, but spaghetti westerns, they're just so, gritty and cold-blooded and so, how do you say that? Nihilistic, whatever. It's just great. I fucking love this movie. I'm a huge Terence Hill fan, so yeah, this was definitely my jam. It wasn't the best spaghetti western out there, but still, fucking awesome. If you're into spaghetti westerns, check this out. I highly recommend this. Fucking awesome spaghetti western. Anyway, I'm just gonna move on. So, like I said, I really like Terence Hill and Bud Spencer movies. So, next movie I have is from Bud Spencer and his kind of solo movie without Terence Hill. And it's Today We Kill, Tomorrow We Die. And again, it's a spaghetti western and it came out 1968, same year as Django. Yeah, in this one, Montgomery Ford is the main character. He's in jail and at the start of this movie, he's let go. So, he goes and basically hires a gang, so there's 5 guys. And, he's off to get his revenge, like probably in almost every spaghetti western out there. Spaghetti westerns were like, probably 90% of those were revenge flicks. Anyway, after he gets his gang together, he's off to get his revenge. In this one, the bad guy is played by Tatsuya Nakadai, who I've never heard before, but he was pretty good as the bad guy. He's apparently Japanese, but he was playing kind of half Indian or something, I don't know, or maybe it was full Indian, I don't know. And he basically got the main character Montgomery Ford plays, Bill Kiowa, whatever, Bill, he gets Bill into jail, or he got Bill into jail. He's not getting him in this movie. I mean, he was already in jail when this movie started. He got him in jail because he kind of framed him from the murder of his own wife. And actually, LFago, who's the bad guy, was friends with Bill Kiowa. And he just visited his place and, then he decided to, shoot his wife. And I don't think there was like any sexual assault, but it was kind of hinted a little bit. It was like, forced kissing and shit, but then he just basically gets up and shoots the wife. Really kind of dark tones and shit, but I really enjoyed this, I thought it was really great, If I had to pick which one I prefer better, Django or this one, I like Terence Hill more than I like Bud Spencer, but just a little bit more, because both are fucking awesome. I might go with this one though, just a little bit. I do think this was just a little bit better made, and the pacing and shit, Django was really fucking awesome, but so was this too, so, you can't lose if you're into spaghetti westerns like I am, so, watch them both. That's my recommendation. Oh, also, William Berger plays Colt Moran. I can't. The name is so smudged back here. But yeah, William Berger, I don't remember seeing him in any other movies. But here, he was fucking awesome. He was in the group, he was kind of the gambler or something like that. And he was really entertaining. That's another name I gotta keep an eye on. He was really fucking good, I'm just gonna move on. And we're down to my last movie, which stars both Terence Hill and Bud Spencer, and this is actually their last movie together, which came out 1994, so this is kind of new. And it's called The Troublemakers, or the Finnish name, which is basically in English, it's I Forgive, Moses Don't, or the Italian name, which is The Fight Before Christmas. Those are all so weirdly different types of names, but they all kind of fit here. I mean, this is kind of Christmas movie. I don't know why people don't talk about this during Christmas time. It's always Die Hard or Gremlins. You know what? I think I'm gonna watch this again at Christmas. Fuck you, Die Hard. I got my Terence Hill and Bud Spencer for Christmas. It's shit. Anyhow, like I said, this was the last movie Terence Hill and Bud Spencer made together. I had never seen this before. I found this and I was really glad I picked this up because this wasn't their best movie, but it was good. It was good, It was a decent ending to their joint movies together, the movies they did together. It was a decent ending to their career when they were still, like this. It was kind of lighthearted and a bit funny, movie. Those two together, like most of the movies they did, they were all comedies pretty much. So, this is basically the same as those movies. This is the last time you see them fight together on screen, and I love those fight scenes with Terence Hill and Bud Spencer. I mean, those fucking moves and sound effects and shit. They're just so great, It's kind of weird. Everyone always talks about Jackie Chan, kind of reinventing the kung fu movies with his comedy and slapstick style, but I think these guys before Jackie Chan kind of reinvented the, Western style of fighting, which is just fist fighting. They kind of did the same thing. I'm pretty sure Jackie Chan has kind of took some pointers out of these guys, at least somewhat, It's so weird people don't talk about these that much, but I don't know, maybe I'm just a kind of dinosaur when it comes to movies and shit, so I remember this stuff, young kids haven't even heard of these, so I don't know. These were big thing, when I was a kid, and I still love them. They're just so fucking great. Basically, their brothers here, and Terence Hill is trying to get Moses, who is played by Bud Spencer, back home for Christmas, because, their mother asked him to get his brother back home Christmas. And Bud Spencer's character Moses has a wife here and I don't know, like 10, 12 kids? I mean, holy shit. He's done some fucking banging. I tell him to use a condom, but it was the Wild West, so I don't think they had condoms back then. Pull out or something. Fuck's sakes, man. But yeah, this is more like a Christmas brawl movie for the whole family. It's not like it's brutal or anything. Like I said, they make the fighting kind of funny here, so I think this is kind of a violence for the whole family during Christmas times. That's pretty much the best way I can put it. Like I said, I enjoyed it. It's not their best, but it was still pretty enjoyable. You know what? I'm just gonna end this fucking video here. But anyway, sorry this was pretty long-winded video or something. I should have probably done some, like I said, update video on my channel that I'm going to do, movie-related stuff in the future too. So, I could have get all the explanations there, but now I did it here, so it makes this video kind of long and maybe a little boring and shit, but that's how I like my movies, long and boring, if you ask kids. Anyway, next time will be shorter, more straight to point, better, maybe, I don't know. But you all know the ending here. Click like, click subscribe, click the bell, click the comments, click yourselves the fuck out of here, and click yourselves back when I upload more movie or gaming related crap. Who knows? Nobody knows these days. Fuck. But for now it's goodbye. I actually ordered a big bunch of rare movies, by the way, day before I shot this video, so there's gonna be another movie pickups video. That one's gonna have some pretty sweet stuff. I mean, I don't mean to brag, but it's gonna be great. Probably some of the best movies you've ever seen. Or not. I don't fucking know. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Not gonna be, shitty movies and just spaghetti westerns. There's actually not gonna be any spaghetti westerns. Unless I buy something else too, but... Bye!